This is a video that's highly requested. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. We're gonna do a full-on wear test of this Urban Decay foundation. And yes, so many questions. If I like it, if I don't like it, she's still in a box. So we're gonna go ahead, of course, and do first impressions and a full-on wear test. The pressure is on. We'll go on one side with a sponge and then on the other side with a brush. They sent this cute little PR package. I was actually really excited about that. So we're gonna pin the little pelitos back. This actually works better than the other ones I got. Okay, we're gonna pin the pelitos back and please wish me luck. A lot of people do not like the foundation. Apparently, it makes their skin look dry and crepey. It feels heavy even though it's not supposed to. And people have gone as far as calling it a controversy, which to me, it's like, you guys, it's just foundation. It's just foundation. All right, you guys, let's begin. Here's the packaging for your foundation. I love it. Really nice. This is the Face Bond Foundation by Urban Decay. It is a waterproof foundation that provides up to 24-hour wear. It contains 3% niacinamide and you can't feel the coverage. Supuestamente, that's what they're saying. The spout is a patent pending spout. Here is the fancy spout. No, we haven't seen this before, so that is true. It's very, very new. It is a vegan formula. It does not contain animal-derived ingredients. It is a self-setting foundation, which means that you don't have to go in with a powder, because it's kind of like a cream tube powder and it's gonna be nice and matte on the skin. Water, sweat, and humidity proof, smudge and transfer resistant. Formula clinically tested to improve skin's texture, feel after 4 weeks. That's because it has niacinamide and you can't feel the coverage. So it says it's a lightweight, medium buildable coverage, non-comedogenic. Poof! I'm gonna use a sponge they sent over my way. It is damp, so I went to my sink, I wet it, and then I followed up by squeezing whatever excess water it had, and then kind of wrapped the towel around it and did it again just to make sure that it's not like holding water like from the inside and stuff. Again, I'm giving you step by step because if this turns out to be amazing on my skin, I don't want anyone to sit here and say that I'm a liar. As I do with all of my foundation wear tests, I'm gonna use a primer that is not going to change the finish or the look of the foundation. This here actually provides some hydration to the skin. So for instance, I have normal combo skin. I have 0 dry patches. I definitely have like my little birthmarks and like little sunspots, but other than that, like, this is my skin with nothing, no skincare, no nothing. I washed my face, I used a toner, and we called it a day. I want to use this primer because it's not going to smooth out my pores. It's not going to basically change the look of my skin. It's just going to prime and hydrate. I did 2 pumps. I'm gonna apply by pressing onto the skin. And then once I've spread that out, that way I'm maximizing the area I'm covering with the primer. We are going to massage this onto the skin. If you don't really massage this onto the skin, it's just sitting on the surface. And you might get more product buildup on one side than the other, and then it's not gonna help your foundation look amazing. Also, it is very important for you guys to know, yes, this is my skin, but I removed my peach fuzz. So maybe that's a factor. I don't know. I'm gonna give my skin a good 30 seconds to 60 seconds to kind of like absorb and let this kind of settle in. Right now, it is 12:20 p.m. It is the right thing to do and let you know when we're starting this. Oh wait, I didn't tell you guys my shade. Okay, I'm professional. This is 21 medium neutral. And when I gave it a quick swatch, I felt like it was a good shade match for me. Is it gonna oxidize? I don't know. I haven't actually like dove in and watched anyone's videos because I knew I wanted to try it, whether I bought it myself or they sent it to me in PR. And I didn't want to have a biased opinion. So I don't even know if this is gonna oxidize. I did a few little dabbies on the face. I'm gonna bring you guys in. Let me adjust my mirror. And then we're gonna use the little fat, flat part of the sponge and blend this in. And that way we get to see like the before and the after. Some coverage versus nothing, to just see if it evens out, if you can still see through to my little, imperfections, I guess, and my sunspots. All right, so far that's what it looks. It looks light medium right now. Maybe I should have applied a little more. I don't know. It balanced out, it looks like a really good shade match. It balanced out. It does not look too yellow, too orange. It looks like a really great shade for me. I wonder if it's gonna cover this here. Why did I do that? That is not, it looks like a, what is it? Like a turtle's neck. It was not flattering. I know. I'm going to press. Oh, it covered. Maybe I should cover this one over here too. Hold on. It looks good right now. I did go super de-duper lightweight with it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other side, but we're gonna use a brush instead. I like this spout thing, but I don't know how it's going to work once the foundation's like all the way down here. Really gonna have to struggle versus a pump, but we shall see. I'm gonna do the same thing like I said on this side. We're just gonna do the little dabby doos. I don't know what happened with other people and in their reviews. There's definitely many factors to why the foundation may not be working. I think it would be kind of crazy for Urban Decay to release a foundation that they did not test and advertise it to be something, and it turns out that 90% of the population is saying it's not. So we really have to look at the nitty-gritty. And I'm not gonna look at people's reviews until after this video and wear test is completely done, because I don't wanna be biased. The reality in my brain is everyone skin preps, everyone wears a different amount of makeup. I am more of a less is more kind of girl. So maybe, just maybe, because I go less is more, it's gonna look amazing on my skin versus a product like this. If you over apply, this is not one of those, oh my God, I forget her name. She's on TikTok and she would do like 10 pumps of foundation, 20 pumps of foundation and slather that all over the face. That might work for her and her baby skin, but the reality is that's not gonna be for everyone. And this already has basically a powder because it sets like a powder. So it might be a bit much, you know, and then it'll look crepey and dry on the skin if you over apply. Very, very possible. Different factors to the situation. We're looking like this right now. This is with a sponge. Here we go. It looks radiant. It looks good. It looks really good. Covered, balanced. I have more coverage with the brush side. It almost looks slightly oxidized, but then again, with a brush you're gonna get more coverage over a sponge because the sponge does absorb some of the product. I'm gonna apply a little more just to see how it builds, because it's medium buildable, right? So here where I have my little freckles and birthmarks, and we will use the same sponge. Take a look, see, I have a mirror here, my dirty old mirror, y'all already know. I'm gonna give it a close-up look. All right, now with a second layer and a sponge, it looks even. Definitely more coverage, so it does build. It looks hydrated, and I think that's the niacinamide. All right. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Now I'm afraid to see what this is gonna look like because I already have this coverage on this side. So adding more just means even more coverage, but it does give you a visual on the potential of this foundation. I'm gonna press this in and blend back and forth. It doesn't dry down super fast either, so it gives you time to blend. You know, let's go over the lip. Why not? Visually, it looks a little warmer than I would need when I build it up. If I would have just stuck with layer number 1 and a sponge, it would look amazing. Like spot on. At this point, it's starting to look a little pink. And this coverage is way too much. Yeah, I can see where this would be. This side here already kind of looks like leather. Yeah. All right, you guys, I already do not love this side. Okay. All right, so this is what we looking like, okay? A little darker. So I am gonna balance the skin. I'm gonna apply foundation. I'm gonna play around with a new collection that was sent over my way, which I'm really excited about. And then I will be right back. This was really quick. So right now it's 12:28 p.m. So I'll be right back. Let me just finish this up. All right, friends, we are back. And I'm gonna share what it is that I used on the skin so that you'll know why things are looking the way they do. So for concealer, I used my Ofra Perfect Cover Concealer. In case you're interested, I'm in medium golden. Applied that, blended it out with the beauty sponge I got from Urban Decay. Set to the under eye, I was using a new collection that I just received, which is what's on the face right now. Quite literally used a powder puff, this, and under the eye. For bronzer, I went super lightweight with this bronzer that I got off of Temu because it's a very lightweight formula. You guys saw me try it. It's actually really nice. Oh, and then the blush. The blush is also by the new collection. It's Florasis. I used powders on top of this foundation. I already have a favorite side, okay? And it's gonna be the sponge side. Right now, it doesn't look horrible. And no, I'm not gonna use a setting spray. I know most people do. I'm gonna do what I typically would do, and I would typically skip a setting spray most days. Looking close up, just like me visually, right? This side here just looks very graceful. If anything, it matches my complexion way better. but the sponge does pick up some of the product. It absorbs it. Think of the dots that I did, only half of that stayed on my skin. The opposite side, because we used a brush, the brush is not gonna absorb a lot of the product. And in turn, you're gonna get more coverage than you would with a sponge. I found that the 2-layer coverage with just one application and the brush, and then once I started adding additional product, it kind of went downhill from there. It is emphasizing texture, because remember, it's a cream to powder. Once it sets, you apply another layer. Now you're gonna emphasize all the extras. It still looks good, but the thing is, I'm already noticing certain things, and we're not even like an hour and a half in. It is exactly 1:02 p.m. I am gonna move about my day. I guess I'll follow up in a few hours. I've got some work to do, and we'll see how it wears. It looks nice. Anyway, we'll see. All right, you guys, I'm here at parent pickup. It is 4:35. This one here. Ty is in an after school program. I keep fixing her head. It keeps going forward. I just wanted to give you, oh, there she goes. An update. It's not looking great. It's not looking great. It's not wearing great. I feel like the sponge side automatically looks better than the brush side. I mean, right? I'm already telling you, I mean, I'm not greasy looking. It looks, if it wasn't emphasizing every single pore in my face, I think it would be great. But right now, that's not where we are. She's not looking all that great. Not right now. It is currently 6:20 p.m. It's been a few hours. I'm gonna say it's been like 6 hours. It's not wearing as amazing as I would have expected. So I want you guys to take a look at the skin. I'm looking extra dewy, which is something that we could control with a mattifying primer as well as the setting spray. Probably why they added the setting spray to the PR package. But the skin, this is the sponge side. It doesn't look horrendous. This is definitely something that if I were to powder over would go away. Of course, we are gonna go ahead and give it a try with the powder and just take a look at it. I do not like the brush side. It's emphasizing these areas here as well as texture. I think, and this is just me saying, just my opinion, I think it's because we layered it. One layer would have been enough. So okay, we're gonna powder. Hold on. I'm gonna take whatever excess powder is left on my powder puff, and I'm gonna powder the areas of the skin that are looking extra juju. It doesn't look dry and cakey and weird. It really, really doesn't. And remember, I have normal combo skin. You guys saw how I prepped. Look, this already looks slightly like drier. So this is what I want to do, because once again, we want to do a thorough review. Tomorrow's a non-filming day for me, but I am going to put this foundation right back on this skin. And we're going to do the one layer with just the sponge. And then we're going to see what it's going to look like a few hours later, 5 to 6 hours later. I don't know why, but my gut says it's going to look so much better. Thinking back, I did a wear test on the House Labs foundation. I did not like. I tried it in many different ways, and I just could not live up to the hype. I just could not do it. I feel like this one's way better. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. I'm sure some of you guys might actually love the House Labs foundation. It just wasn't for me, and it didn't agree with my skin. The video is not over. The wear test is not over. This version is done. We're going to do kind of like a 2.0 tomorrow, but that was going to be a quicker one. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, my chica boom booms, it is day 2, and we are going to do this again, but we're going to do it my way, which means we're not going to overplay. We're not testing this formula out. We already know how she's going to wear. I washed the sponge. Can we just say a lot of it came off, but not all of it. It already stained, and I was trying to really get in there. Look. I peeled it, so I kind of messed up the sponge already because I suck. We are going to do the Silk Protein Primer. Oh, it squirted. We're going to do the Silk Protein Powder again. Primer. We're going to hydrate the skin and prime at the same time. Okay. Boom. All right, I brought you guys up close again. We're gonna take the foundation. I'm gonna do the entire face with the sponge this time. So I think everyone's review is valid because everyone's experience could be different. I mean, makeup is never truly like 100% universal. But what I am trying to do is debunk my situation from yesterday. I still have some products, so I'm gonna kind of go like this, and I'm gonna start to tap because I really liked the one layer, blend it out with the sponge. It looked so pretty on the skin yesterday. I'll conceal and powder the under eye, but I might just go like very lightweight on the eyeballs. I will skip on highlighter because I want to see how this is going to wear throughout the day. And if I apply highlighter and it gravitates to other areas, at that point, I'm kind of like tweaking the effect. So far, so good. I like the way it looks. I think it looks pretty. It looks radiant. It looks graceful. It looks even. Personally, I think it looks better than yesterday on initial application when I did the first impressions. Lightweight, you can still see through to my freckles, but it is medium coverage because it literally balanced everything out on the face. Okay, the face is on. Just for reference, Perfect Cover by Ofra under the eyes. I used the new Fluorasis powder as I did yesterday to set the under eye area and only the under eye area. My bronzer is this Jasmine Beauty bronzer. I think I got it from like Ipsy. And then my blush happens to be the Fluorasis one from yesterday. Other than that, like I haven't applied anything else. And can we just, it's already looking way better than it did yesterday just in general. I really like the look. I like it. I like it so far. Now it is 10:05 a.m. I am going to see you guys later on. Later on today. I have a really long day ahead of me. We'll see how she wears. I'm not going to do like little updates in between because I feel like we've already done updates. So it's either going to be better or worse than yesterday. You know what I mean? But I'm excited to see what the 2.0 trial will look like in the end. All right, friends, it is almost 4 o'clock and I'm gonna be pretty much out of the house for the next few hours. So I thought it just made sense to show you how this is wearing. Can we just say it looks so much better today than it did on our first impressions first try. I actually really like this foundation. Let me bring you guys in. I don't think the skin looks dry in any, first of all, let me just show you the time. It is almost 4 o'clock. I think this looks really pretty on the skin. It feels lightweight. It definitely feels like I applied a powder and only a powder. If anything, it feels like my Laura Geller foundation. Lightweight, pretty. You can still see through to my freckles. It's not emphasizing the skin in an ugly way. It's wearing very, very well. It hasn't shifted. It hasn't settled. And it's been hours. Oh my God, it's been like 5-6 hours. Sides of the nose look really good. On either side, sides of the nose look great. Don't look at the lids. They're oily, pero mija, I put nothing on the lids today. It was just mascara, under eye, and we just kept the skin simple. I need to make myself slightly shorter. Pero mira, I think it looks really good. Would I continue to use this foundation? Yes, because I personally like it. I didn't like the way I applied it yesterday. A little goes a long way. And hours later, it's not settling in areas that like other foundations can settle in. So here's my theory. And I think this validates my theory. This is supposed to be a lightweight foundation that sets as a powder, right? So as I mentioned, if you allow it to sit, look at it, come back and apply more, it's almost like setting the foundation, setting the foundation, setting the foundation. It's gonna look cakey, it's gonna look heavy, it's gonna look crepey. I don't think it looks like that. I think it looks graceful, I think it looks pretty, but you have to go lightweight with it. I feel as though if you have dry skin, girl, don't do it. This is the reality. I'm not gonna lie to anyone, okay? I know this was sent to me in PR, but I have to keep it real. If you have dry skin, this foundation is not for you. If you have normal combo, what I did the 2.0 time is perfect. If you have oily skin, I would most definitely use an oil control primer. I think it's gonna be key. I would also use the all-nighter setting spray to set it in place so it'll help mattify and kind of do the most for your foundation. Everything is going to be trial and error. Do I believe that certain people tried it and did not love it? Yes. Everyone's skin is different. Some people have texture, some people have acne scarring, some people have acne itself, some people have amazing skin, but it's dry. Some people have oily skin. So it depends. But this is me, normal combo, second time around. All right, you guys, I obviously want to hear your feedback. So make sure you visit the comments and let me know what you're thinking about the wear test. I don't know, like what the vibe is. Are you looking to get it? Have you been convinced that it's for you? Have you been convinced that it's not for you? Like, I want to hear your thoughts for sure. Now, you already know we cannot go anywhere without saying hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad. This amazing group of people have joined channel memberships and are supporting the channel at a higher level. And in doing so, they have unlocked exclusive perks like YouTube providing them with a badge, letting everyone know who is a channel member, as well as highlighting all of the comments under my videos. They also have access to exclusive perks like some polls, behind the scenes stuff, a private community page, and additional giveaways that are only for channel members. So if you're ever interested in joining channel memberships, all you need to do is hit the join button and then you're good to go. Now, the video's over, but you don't have to go anywhere. YouTube is going to recommend your next video here based on your watch history. However, I will recommend additional beauty content I think you're gonna enjoy. So I hope you consider checking it out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.